Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in, listening, watching. We are the Real Short Box. My name is Donald. Over here is Kevin. Up there is Chris. And in the corner is celebrity guest Reza. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for having me.
Sure, absolutely. I'm going to do a few things in the background, keyboard cowboy type stuff. So while I do that, Kevin is going to actually do a quick introduction for everybody, and we're going to get started right away because we have a long list of these battles to go through, and it's going to be a fun one, guys. So hold on to your butts. Kevin, take it away.
Wait, you just say butts?
Yes.
Butts.
Said
Hold
butts.
on to your
He said
butts.
butts. Hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your
Welcome,
butt
everyone,
stuff.
to the sweetest, most colorful, and sometimes most animated podcast in the world today, The Real Short Box. First, let us start with the president, chairman, and CEO of Rumble Spoon Productions and executive producer of The Real Short Box live stream YouTube show. He is Bruce Campbell's #2 fan. He was the 2000 Kent State University's Mr. Beefcake. He is always DC Comics for life, because if you don't respect that, he might just pop you in the mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, he is simply known as the original Don.
Thank you. I just want to take this time to thank my many fans, my family, my loved ones that are watching right now. The cat that is my sister's cat that's staring at me like I've taken her spot. It may be, that's why she looks at me like she wants to kill me. Could also be because she's just a cat, and that's the way cats always look at me. Either way, I'm happy to be here, and thank you.
And thank
Talk
you.
about your many fans.
What?
3, 4?
He has more than
many fans. 15
Look,
at least.
He's currently in the Eastern Time Zone in his great state of Ohio, so he has plenty of fans.
Oh yeah, so many fans. It's hot here.
Don't get me started on Ohio.
All right, next we're gonna switch to the next time zone, the Central Time Zone. We are gonna talk about the High Sparrow Alexis. He is a man who's originally from the great state of Michigan. He is a master teacher of the thespian arts to young people in that wonderful state. Ladies and gentlemen, he is huggable and always lovable, Professor Chris D. Turn.
He bravely broke the boiling bloody breast.
What about your breast?
Oh,
He bravely broached it.
Yeah, I'm gonna broach your breast later.
Bloody painful blade, he broached it.
Who doesn't like a good broached breast?
I know, right?
That's
They're delightful.
Powerful words. Now, as we continue to cross the country towards the West Coast, representing the Pacific Standard Time Zone, he is a man who was born in the great state of California, a man of great stature. He is the Ayatollah of comedy. He is a man who understands the power of what it's like to live in Southern California. The Xerxes of California comedy. Ladies and gentlemen, the Persian love machine, our special guest, Mr. Reza Asghar.
And I am here to put a fatwa on that ass and a jihad on them titties.
My. Now, brother, you weren't in church yesterday. My goodness, those are quite some words.
By the way, that was an amazing intro. I feel like I'm about to fight Floyd Mayweather now. Like, that was insane. You need to get on the mic. Like, you got to intro boxers for a living, but not good ones. Weird boxers that have like one arm shorter than the other. I think you would be great at that.
Oh, I'll have so much fun with that. Okay. And of course,
before we get to Kevin, because whatever, just a quick thing. I want to say hello to Ricky and hello to Dane. Yes, Dane, I noticed you weren't on last week, but it's okay. It's okay. I just wanted you to see something last week, but it didn't happen anyway. We didn't have a tiebreaker, so maybe this week. We'll see. Kevin, take it away.
We love you, Dane. And of course, I am your humble podcaster, the Grand Master of the Jedi and Vulcan Arts, your Supreme Chancellor, Dr. Kevin. Thank you. At least Reza gives me some love. Thank you, sir.
Hey, I gave you a party noise.
I'm gold clapping everyone tonight.
All that, Kevin.
Brothers and sisters, tonight the final tournament of the four, the NCAA style tournament. We're doing the battle of the animated films. And after that, we will have a final four between all four champions over the previous four to determine the grand champion, the GOAT, the greatest of all time movie.
It's true. It's damn true. All right, let's get started. We have a lot of ground to cover. Reza, you were going to say something?
Can I make an honorable mention that I realized wasn't anywhere on the list or votes for was heavy metal?
Yes, that's true.
Heavy metal. I thought I put it on there, Kevin.
I didn't.
No, I think it was.
I could have.
I think it was there. It's just no one voted for it.
No one voted.
I might have missed it, or else I would have. That was a great flick, especially when you see it at 13.
Oh yeah, John Candy with his dick out. That was fantastic. You know, they could have chose any other voice talent, but they chose Mr. Golden, Mr. Family Man, Mr. Captain fucking Perfect to have his like schlong out having sex with a lovely lady animated style, and it was just so awkward. So
but here's the thing, when you hear it and then you close your eyes, you realize, oh, that is the voice of a guy with a thick dick, probably. Like his voice sounds like he has a thick dick.
God. Oh, I want everybody to say hello to my mom and dad, by the way. Mom and Dad.
Hi, Mr. and Mrs.
Pleasure, Mr. and Mrs. McKinney. I apologize for everything about myself.
Reza has ruined John movies.
I guarantee you the next time your mom and dad watch Uncle Buck, they're going to be like, I bet he has a thick dick.
Or you're going to just call him Uncle Fuck. Oh, there we go. We lost another viewer. Yeah,
this is the last time I'm allowed off the show.
Yeah, you've been banned. All right, so let's get started here. Let's do some fun animated battles. We're going to do one, of course. We always do kind of a warm-up session. Lately, we've been doing two. Tonight, we're only going to do one, and the reason being is because of time. We have an extra battle going on, so we need to make space for that. Plus, it's 11 o'clock at night here for me, and I know the East Coast people as well. It's a little late. I'm sorry we got a late start. I am here on the East Coast, so that's why we got a half hour a little later, because I wasn't set up. I wasn't available. I didn't have the space. I was working on it, trying to make it work. So we're going to get rocking and rolling now. I want to bring up our first film. This is in our basically just trial run for fun. This is a great one. I saw this in the movie theater when it came out. I loved it. Thought it was fantastic. And I saw it when it was re-released. Also fantastic. Just a wonderful animated film from great voice talent, one being Mark Hamill. Hint, hint. We're talking about Batman, Mask of the Phantasm. Anybody got anything they want to say about that? It's fantastic.
That's one of those movies, I feel like we're all in the same age range where we all saw it around like 13, 15 or like in that range, and it changed everybody's life as a comic book fan. You're like, oh my God, this is what an animated movie, like a cartoon, could be.
Yeah. It really leveled up the playing field, so to speak. Speaking of leveling up the playing field, as far as like kind of bringing your childhood into an adult type situation, let's talk about the death of Optimus Prime. We're talking Transformers the movie.
Oh man, it's crushing. Transformers. I heard about that.
Yeah, for those that didn't know, Transformers the movie basically was set to revitalize the franchise of Transformers. They thought everything was stale, sales was low, so they thought, well, what could we do? Let's kill Optimus Prime, of course. Let's remake Megatron into a different type of a gun. Instead of a handheld one, he'll be one on his own with a stand and everything, kind of like a cannon. And Ultra Magnus would try to open the Matrix and be unable to. And when he's unable to do that, Hot Rod finally steps in and takes over as leader of the Transformers for a very short amount of time because he's I know a lot of people who liked it. I'm sorry if you liked him. But if you were an Optimus Prime fan, you had no room for this guy. I'm just saying. If you were a true fan, you had no room.
That Transformers movie gave way to the probably only major acting role for the Micro Machines guy. He played the fast-talking motorcycle leader of the the recycling planet.
Oh yeah, the Dare to Be Stupid dude.
Yes, and Weird
Al. Blur. Yeah, he played Blur.
Blur.
Right, yeah.
That was his name. And honestly, that movie still, in my opinion, one of the greatest pieces of music history to come out of the Transformers movie from 1985 is when Hot Rod grabs the Matrix. They go into "You Got the Touch, You Got the Power." Oh, that song still, as the kids say, slaps.
Do the kids say that? They say slaps?
I think that's the new thing.
Okay, really? Well then, I'm glad it's slapping. Anyway, really quickly, Will is on. Hey, Will, thanks for joining. It's been a long time, buddy. Says you're in my wheelhouse tonight. Alex Banquita is on. Alex, thanks for joining, my friend. Alex writes a comic book called Headless for Scout Comics. Check that out.
Nice.
Ultraman Magnus says The Lion King with exclamation points and Dare to Be Stupid. Which is, of course, the song for the Transformers. That is the Weird Al song.
If I'm not mistaken, our good friend Will actually has a original Optimus Prime signed by Peter Cullen, I think.
The figure or?
The figure, yeah, the original figure. Okay. I mean, he can confirm that. If it's not him, it might be another friend of mine I'm thinking of, but I was almost certain he had one.
Wow, that's kind of amazing.
I've never seen it.
Yeah. Oh, you've never seen the Transformers movie?
I have not. I've never really been a big
fan. Shame on you. Shame on you.
They're not a big fan.
I was more of a Voltron fan. Well, I was like, I never really watched it.
I think you'll appreciate it very, very much now as an adult.
You are correct, Alex. Every scene with Grimlock is amazing in that movie. Although I will say what happened to Ironside is a travesty. A travesty. That still needs to be corrected. That's what I said, Ironhide.
Oh, and Will just confirm. Yes. He does have one, I guess, from his pal Peter Cullen. Quit showing off, man.
This is my drinking buddy.
Right? I love him. I love Will.
I like the Quintessons with the 5 heads. I thought those creatures were cool and creepy.
Guilty or innocent? Innocent. And then they just drop you anyway. What a bunch of assholes, right? Okay. So speaking of assholes, the 4 of us are gonna stand by where you guys vote. So. Let's get started on this. Going to put a minute on the clock, and we're going to press the clock. You've got a minute to cast your vote. Please feel free to do so. Hey, Christine, go ahead and say whether you're voting for Transformers or Batman, and we'll see who wins this battle, if it's going to be a Batman Mask of the Phantasm or Transformers the movie. Mask of the Phantasm, I believe, was what, 92, 93, 94?
Yeah, like
92, 93.
Yeah, and Transformers was 86, if I recall.
85.
That's right. No, 86.
86, was it? Yep. Okay, yep. I'm mistaken then. I thought it was.
It was after it came after the second season. It concluded.
Ultraman says, I collect Transformers figures. Got over 40 of the War for Cybertron saga. I got at you guys. You got it at the comic book shop. Awesome. DJ Dane says, mask for me. Okay, great. So we're gonna start counting these votes. All right, so Reza, let's have you count for Transformers. And,
okay.
Kevin, let's have you count for Batman, okay?
All right.
So Dane says Batman. Let's see, Hector Hernandez, thanks for joining, buddy. He says Mask of the Phantasm still holds up and is a decent date night flick. So, Hector, I don't know if that's your vote, so let us know if you're voting for that film. Alex Banquita says Transformers. Dane says, get the likes up. Yes, please like and subscribe if you have yet to do so. We'd appreciate that. Let's see. Ultraman Magnus is going Transformers. Ricky's going Transformers. Alex says, Return of the Joker is my jam. So he already voted for Transformers, though. Unique Relibrium. I believe it's Hakeem. Thanks for joining, Hakeem. Good to see you, buddy.
What's up, Hakeem?
It's been a bit. Bucky says Transformers. I'm 46, so Mom says Transformers. Dad says Transformers. Hakeem says Transformers. Gregarious says Batman. Great, thanks for joining. And Hector says Batman as well. So where are we with these votes, guys? It sounds maybe
I'm
a little
actually
bit
quite surprised. I only have 3 Batman votes.
I got 6 Transformers.
Ain't that something?
Wow.
I thought it'd be a lot closer.
Oh, wow. You're right.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah.
That's it. Ain't that something?
Wow. Okay. And that looks like it's it. So Transformers takes it. Batman has been eliminated. That is a shock.
Well, like somebody else mentioned, I mean, I think Return of the Joker is a better Batman movie. So if it would have been that one, it probably would have won.
Possibly,
I disagree.
Possibly.
I think if it would have been that one, it would have just pleased one guy.
Yeah.
Two.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm going to go, we're circling Transformers, and we are moving on to the actual battles, guys. This is going to be a hell of a fight. So let's get started with that. Alex, thanks for letting me know. And here we go. Okay. This is the Battle of the Classics, guys. This is what I dubbed it, the Battle of the Classics. Now, the reason why I dubbed it the Battle of the Classics is I can understand why one of them made it in here. I have no goddamn clue why this other film made it in there. I have no idea how it happened, but it happened. So I had to figure out a way to relate it to another film. So in order to do that, this film had to beat out a couple of other films. So luckily, I had yet to cast my vote. So I did so to make it relatable. So first film coming up is Fantasia. Fantasia is not the one I don't understand. Fantasia is a classic. It's a great animated film. It's a Disney film, of course.
Which version of it?
The original version, buddy. Not Fantasia 2000 or whatever it was. This is the original Fantasia. And this is going up against the one I didn't quite get, but you know what? I don't know if I've ever seen. So Watership Down.
Ooh, that is the stuff
heavy.
Of nightmares.
A bit heavy. I'm not quite sure on that one, but hey, you know, shit happens when you party naked, you know what I'm saying?
Like, Fantasia's fun and cute, and it's got, like, these couple of moments where you can trip on acid with, like, the elephants and stuff, but Watership Down is like, you know that scene in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory where they're going through the boat ride and suddenly things take a turn for the worse? Like, imagine that scene for an entire movie. That's Watership Down.
Fair enough. Okay, it sounds like a real winner for me. It sounds like a heartwarming tale that I would just love to watch over and over and over again with my kids.
Like,
should I have
like
any?
These mice, and like it's a few minutes at the beginning too where your parents are like, well, this seems like a safe film about woodland creatures, so they leave the room, and then it just gets horrible. Like, things get so bad.
But the book
like
that's based on is not much better. It's just as dark. So
I couldn't believe that they made that into a cartoon and marketed it to children.
Right. Chris Duquet's in the house, everybody. Hey, Chris. Thanks for joining, buddy.
What's up, Chris? Finally. Good
nice
to see you again, brother.
All right. Bucky says, Will says, I think it's a serious film about totalitarianism or something. I'm not kidding. Yes, you're not wrong. I looked it up. You're not wrong at all.
No, he's absolutely right about that. It is kind of like a metaphor movie, but still, children see a cartoon and they're like, cute mice, I want to watch this. And then for the next 3 weeks, they have to have a therapist at the age of 7.
That sounds about right.
After Buzz Lightning.
Yeah, well, Bambi and then The Lion King, but this one is like, I mean, you look at clips of it and stuff, it's like some serious shit. So this one was like a little much for me.
Lightyear gave us gay kiss, so I have to have therapy now.
That's what I love. It's like, that's what ruined it for everybody. They're like, the gays kissed on the Buzz. I don't like Disney.
It ruined it for China. Let me tell you that. They do. There is nobody gay in China, according to China. No. Nobody gay in China.
Because they kill them.
All the Chinese queens are just like, hey.
But they have to say they're from someplace else. All right.
Well, I guess it'd be Chinese subtitles, so it'd be like, hey.
These are two completely different films. Do you want something beautiful that is guaranteed to put you to sleep, or a great, great story that looks like a 10-year-old animated it? I'll go with story. Huh. Which one is that?
Which
one is it? Which one is it? All right, so let's start counting votes. Let's go on this one. Let's get this one out of the way as quick as possible. So Fantasia versus Watership Down. I didn't really have much else to pair it with, to be honest. It's a really unique film. In one, this was a write-in, by the way. This isn't one that we pre-selected as our 50-some choices. This is one somebody wrote in, and it took off, and people voted for it, and that's just the way it is, and I can't control what the people want when it comes to that kind of thing, nor am I here to censor it. So I said, okay, let's get it in there, and let's figure out a way to make it work, and that was the best way it could.
Against like the Black Cauldron or something.
By the way, I love that Bucky said Watership Down was the good story. As an artist himself, that's a straight art burn. They're like, oh yeah, Fantasia looks like a 10-year-old drew it. I'm like, ooh, sick. Because he's a good artist as well, I'm like, oh, he's going hard on Disney.
No, I think he's saying that Fantasia was beautiful and guaranteed to put you to sleep. And he said Watership was the great story that looked like a 10-year-old did it. Right? I think. So
maybe,
yeah, I think that's what he meant. But either way, I mean, he is slamming somebody's animation. But that's from what, the 60s or 70s or something. And let's be real, we had a lot of bad animation back then. It wasn't like guaranteed to be amazing by any means.
Wasn't there the Hobbit animated film from back then too?
I believe so.
Yes, there was.
The Rotoscope.
What?
Was that no, that was the Lord of the Rings. They did a Lord of the Rings too. And the Lord of the Rings was rotoscoped ring race, which actually looked really cool if you take a look at them. So let's start counting the votes. Reza, I'm going to have you do Fantasia, and Chris, you're going to do Watership Down. How about that?
Sounds good.
Not too much.
Okay, here we go. Votes are coming in. Let's see. Hakeem says Fantasia. Chris says Fantasia. Gabe popped in. Hey, Gabe, thanks for joining. Bucky, of course, goes with Watership Down. Austin says Fantasia. Thanks for joining, Austin. Dane says Fantasia. My sister says Fantasia. Let's see. Ultraman Magnus is going with Watership Down. He just put 2 pictures of bunnies, so of course I knew what that meant. My mom says Fantasia. My dad says Fantasia. Grace says Watership Down is good, but the animation in Fantasia is incredible. That's his choice. He's going with Fantasia. Ricky says Fantasia. Will actually agreed with me. That's what he meant to say about the animation and stuff. Alex says the animated Hobbit movie is probably better than the Jackson trilogy. Ouch.
Ooh.
And Dead, thanks for joining, says Watership Down for Darkness. So where are we at with these numbers, guys?
Doesn't look good for a certain movie.
I got 8 on Fantasia.
Got 3 for Watership Down.
Yeah, Watership Down went down with the ship, so to speak. Fantasia,
I think it's because maybe like more of the people watching right now are in our age group, so they did drugs to Fantasia than more than they did to Watership Down.
It could be. You never know. All right, moving on to the next one. Here we go. We have, guys, we're coming at you hard and strong. I don't know. I got nothing. It sounded too sexual. We're going Toy Story. Let me close out Fantasia here really quickly. So we're going Toy Story, and Toy Story is going up against The Lion King. Now, if you guys need a quick dime store explanation for either one of these, let me know. Otherwise, we'll get ready and go with the voting. Anybody have any fond memories, though, of these? Anybody in the group here have anything they want to mention about either one quickly?
Yeah, I do. Just want to remind everybody that The Lion King, his name is based on Hamlet. So keep that in mind, that we can't say no to Shakespeare.
Who cares?
That's messed up.
I do.
That is messed up.
Yeah, you try.
Pays my bills.
But here's the thing is that Toy Story is based on, the Hardy Boys, I assume. So there's also something about a book to make the movie seem better.
There we go. Yeah, there you are. All right, so let's start with the votes, I guess. Then we're going to go 1 minute on the clock, and we're going to go Toy Story versus Lion King, and then we'll start counting the votes. So we got about a minute left. It is hard, Dane. Totally understand.
But yeah, Chris is actually right. The Lion King is a very interestingly done Hamlet story.
I think Will called you a fancy pants, Chris. So
hey, I am wearing fancy pants. They have Oscar the Grouch on them.
I was gonna say, do you have your actual fancy pants on?
Yes.
I bet they're pajama pants.
They are.
I bet people want to see your fancy pants. I know Will.
We need a tie, by the way. We need to get a tie because we need to see everybody's costumes. Because I think what we're going to do is each time is we're going to be putting on something different. It's not going to be the same every time. So you get a little variety. You never know what we're going to be wearing, what we're going to put on when the Supreme Council, the Legion of Doom, has to be called forth for the tie.
I was unprepared last time, so all I had was a napkin. But I came with the guns blazing this time for the Supreme Council.
Hey,
I still think
it's good.
Things off.
All right, let's start counting some votes. Okay, Kevin, you are going to do Toy Story. Chris, you're going to do The Lion King. Right out of the gate, my sister voted for The Lion King. Josh voted for Toy Story. Dane's going for Toy Story. Mom's going for Lion King. Dad's going for Lion King. Alex says it's also ripped off of Tezuka's cartoon about a white lion, I think called Kimba. Yes, I believe that is correct.
That's
Alex.
correct.
Absolutely right.
Will is going with Toy Story. Ultraman Magnus is going with The Lion King. Mufasa. No, Simba. Alex is going with Lion King. I love me some Hamlet. Dane actually is voting for Lion King, not for Toy Story. So take one away from Toy Story and go with The Lion King. Grace is To Infinity and Beyond. He's going Toy Story. Alex, yes, I said Legion of Doom. You're welcome. Hakeem says it's the circus of life, not the circle. So Hakeem, let me know your vote. And Ultraman says the circle of life. Ultraman also voted already. And Dead says Lion King. So where are we at with these votes, not counting Hakeem's vote?
I only have 3 for Toy Story so far.
I have 7 for The Lion King.
Oh, shit. Okay, Ricky's voting Toy Story.
Okay.
And,
which doesn't really help, but that's nice.
Helps some. I mean, some. What are you going to do?
Honestly,
ease the pain a little bit.
Since the Fantasia thing, if I want with each of Will's votes, I want him to diss one of the artists on one of the movies that he's not voting for. Be like, I picked Toy Story. Oh man, The Lion King sucks. They can't even draw hyenas.
Let's see. Austin votes Lion King. I think we're kind of done here. Hakeem votes Lion King as well. So it puts a nail in the coffin on Toy Story. Unbelievably, Lion King takes it. Wow, I did not expect that.
Hamlet's the greatest story ever written. So
there's also the Scottish play, Sir, which I feel is far superior.
Ooh.
It's cursed.
I think between those two, it also has to do with which one has the more memorable music that really kind of gets to people. And I think Lion King beats out Toy Story on that.
Yeah.
Hakuna Matata. You know what I'm saying? No worries. Plus, there's a tiny little baby cat that I should pick up and put on the screen. Here, bring me my baby. Bring me my baby
you
cat.
Absolutely should.
Here we go. Here comes the winner. Here comes the winner.
This is literally what the internet is for.
Oh my. Okay. What's interesting both movies have actors from Home Improvement.
Yeah, I gotta change my shirt. Oh man, I am hairy.
Oh, that's funny. Simba was not having it today.
Somebody shed everywhere on me. Good Lord and gravy. Okay, well that was fun.
Actually watching it.
Thanks to my sister for the assist on that one, handing me her cat that she definitely did not know would lose her mind. No, she seriously wouldn't have known. Anyway, okay, moving on. This is what I like to call the battle of the fairy tales. When you sit around at night and you're ready to go to bed and your mom and dad wants to tell you a story, they're either going to tell you a fancy story that's been told a million times before, and we're talking about something like Aladdin, or they're going to tell you a story about a fairy tale that just quite didn't work the way it was supposed to. And that fairy tale is Shrek. So we have the battle of the fairy tales. We have Shrek versus Aladdin. I mean, anybody need the dime store explanation? Otherwise, we're just going to keep moving with it. I'm going to put a minute on the clock. Here we go. Fond memories. I remember seeing Aladdin in a theater. I loved it. I remember seeing Shrek in a theater, and I also loved it. I love each of these films equally. I think as far as Disney films, Aladdin is one of my top, I would say probably top two, in the top two. It would probably be my second favorite Disney film of all time. Shrek is probably my favorite DreamWorks film of all time, if not my second favorite. But probably made it in the first category simply because it had a real strong first and second. Third was a little weak. Fourth was kind of a repeat of two, but whatever, 1 and 2, but it still worked out. So, Alex Banquita says Home Improvement made careers. And he also likes Macbeth better. Suck it, Chris.
All right, now you can go inside and, spin around and spit over your left shoulder.
Okay, so let's have, Kevin, let's have you count the votes on Aladdin, and Reza, let's have you do Shrek. How about that?
Okay. I figured, being the Middle Easterner of the group, I would obviously go with Aladdin. Like, how did you make that mistake?
You didn't want to be a stereotype. You didn't want to stereotype.
Here's the thing. I didn't want to stereotype either one of you because Kevin, I swear to God, would have said, "Oh, I see. I'm the ugly ogre now." So I was like,
I'm with a donkey who was a black man.
You could do that too. You could do that, but the donkey was actually a donkey, Chris. The voice is a black man. Don't be racist. Oh, thank you. Yeah, there we go.
Look at that. There's your PA. This is behind the scenes PA work.
Right. Thanks.
Yeah.
All right. So
getting allergic reaction itches just by watching you.
Right? I know. Cats, I'm highly allergic to. So let's do this, guys. Let's rock it. Ricky says Shrek. Dad says Shrek. Mom says Shrek. Dad says Shrek. Austin says Shrek.
What is it?
Shrek versus Aladdin.
Aladdin.
Stephanie says Aladdin. Will says Aladdin. Hakeem says Aladdin. Let's see. Dane says Aladdin. Will says, what on God's green earth was that? Alex says Aladdin. Favorite Disney film. Fun note, that movie is heavily influenced by the silent film Thief of Baghdad. Oh, nice. Ultraman Magnus is hard one, but Aladdin, and Gray says Aladdin. I love the music and Robin Williams. So it sounds like Aladdin's kind of in the lead now.
I
have 6 votes for Aladdin.
Okay.
For Aladdin, so it's pretty
so
tight.
we have 6 for Aladdin and 5 for Shrek?
If we can get one more for Shrek, we'll have a council.
Yes,
yeah.
You can have.
If we get one more for Shrek, it'll go to the council, and we'll have to wear funny costumes, and it'll be a tie. But if that doesn't happen, then Aladdin takes it. And
somebody
that's
please
fair.
vote for Shrek so I can
Someone
make
hasn't voted yet.
It's weird. It's like I want Shrek to get voted for so that I can vote for Aladdin.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Like, I remember when we were younger, when Aladdin became popular and they started doing the parade at Disneyland, my brother would inadvertently, every time we go, would jump in line because his name was Ali. So every time they did the Prince Ali song, he would jump in with the parade and just start walking along and waving at people like an idiot.
That's amazing. I love that
story.
He
couldn't resist.
Dodgers 818 voting for Aladdin, so it sounds like Aladdin's going to take it on this one, guys. Sorry to say, Shrek lost. Aladdin takes it and moves on by the skin of its teeth.
Hey, guys.
I thought old Dodgers was going to have our back and go to a council vote.
It's a regular old Disney suckfest over here, let me tell you. And to keep going on this Disney train, we have the Battle of the Cranky Dudes. Yeah, that happened. You'll see in a moment. It'll all make sense. We're going to go with Academy Award nominee, Beauty and the Beast. I believe Academy Award winner also Beauty and the Beast, if I recall. And that is going up against another cranky old dude in the film Pixar animated called Up. Yep. So we already have one vote here.
I'm guessing your sister voted for Up.
She did vote for Up. Yes, she's voting for Up.
I don't understand why we don't just change this to Disney's best movie. I mean,
I'm aware of that. We will in the future here, probably within the next couple of weeks, we'll be putting up a podcast of best or our choices for animated films or animated films you did not know about. So we'll kind of be giving you guys a world-class tour of some animated films that you may refuse to have seen because it wasn't Disney. So that's coming in the future for sure. I feel like it definitely needs it. We definitely need to bring some of these animated shows to the forefront. Wolfwalkers was amazing. If you haven't checked that out, it's a Celtic story. It's basically an Irish werewolf animated movie, and it's spectacular. So highly recommend that one. Chris agrees, of course.
Secret of Kells.
So yes, yeah, also amazing. Same animation company too. So let's get started on this. I'm gonna put a minute on the clock, and we're gonna just start counting votes while that clock goes down. So Chris, let's have you do Beauty and the Beast. Kevin, let's have you do Up. Sound good?
Right.
Okay, here we go. Oh boy, this does not look good. Dane votes up. Ricky votes up. Mom votes up. Dad votes up. Dodgers votes up. Alex says Beauty and the Beast. Gaston is my favorite Disney villain. Wow, that's good. Good to know. He's actually one of the few kind of a human-esque villains too, to be honest. Like a very human villain. A villain that you could see realistically, which is interesting. Dead says up. Gray says up. Hakeem says Beauty and the Beast, and Austin says Beauty and the Beast. Where are we at currently?
I have 7 for Up.
Add one more up.
3 for Beauty and the Beast.
Make it 8.
8 for Up and 3 for Beach. Good Lord.
Not looking good.
I feel like Up touches a place with people because everyone looks forward to growing up to become the grumpy old man who can just talk shit to everybody.
Fair. And that's it. Beauty and the Beast loses.
First 10 minutes of that movie is almost as sad as The Notebook. So.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like in about 8 more years, I'm gonna be the old guy from Up, but just more racist.
Yeah,
that's one of the advantages of getting older is you can just be more racist as you get older, and people just accept it because they see now.
You're just going to be racist very specifically, like anybody that likes Bush's baked beans or something odd like that. I could totally see you doing that.
All my racist comments are just going to be like, I don't trust Italian people around sourdough bread. I'm like, what? What happened that made him say
Don't do that when I'm taking a drink. Almost lost it.
No
Almost lost it on my
specific
computer. That would have
racism
been
when
bad for
Donald
all
drinks.
of us. Would have been bad for us. Okay. So here we go. Alex says Gaston is the cocky pretty boy who can't read, but women throw themselves at him. Hilarious villain. Here we go. Okay. Next one. We did the Battle of the Cranky People. Let's go on to round. Well, it's still the same round. It's just the other column. This is the battle of, not really a battle so much of just a struggle for finding home. It's kind of a sad fight, if you ask me. And we're talking about the first one out of the gate is Wally.
Aww.
Wally's trying to find his home in the world as well as the home for humans. And this is going up against a young boy that got stuck in another world, the world of the dead, basically, and he's trying to find his way home and to his family, and was trying to find family there too. And we're talking about Coco. So this is Up versus Coco. Speaking of tearjerkers, I would say Coco ranks up there pretty high with Up as far as making you cry, but instead of being at the beginning, it's near the end. So there's that.
It's also
Yay.
Gorgeous. It's a gorgeous animation.
It's really well done. Very colorful, very beautiful. The Day of the Dead is very well represented within this film. It's probably one of the last great Pixar films to have been produced, to be honest. I will say, I still think I will argue this to my grave, but I think Onward is a spectacular Pixar film that just got shit on because of the pandemic. And I do also think that Soul deserves a relook as well, because I think that was a really sweet, very, very fun film that needs to be taken seriously. And let's go ahead, put a minute on the clock. We'll get started. Okay. Kevin, let's have you do Coco. Wow. And Chris, let's have you do Wally. How's that
Wally.
And here we go. Alex says, "Hey, I can eat as much sourdough as I like, Reza." And he's laughing. Hakeem says Wally. Ricky says Wally. Dane, thank you. He just mentioned Soul was great too. Mom says Wally. Dad says Wally. Dodger says Coco. Austin says Wally. Dane says Coco. Let's get that tie, he says. Dead says Wally. Gray says the beginning of Wally is amazing, but the rest of it, meh. So he's going Coco.
Oh.
And where are we at?
Only 3 for Coco.
I'm at 6 for Wally.
Okay, so Wally is double. But we don't have a ton of votes, and we have more people in the chat. So if you're in the chat and you want to cast your vote, please feel free to do so. I'm going to put another minute up. We have a little extra time for me to do that. So I'm going to put another minute up. Ultraman Magnus is voting Coco.
I kind of feel like Wally was like a trick. We're like, hey, look at this cute little robot who's going to make you face your own mortality for the next couple hours.
Worried about the environment and your life in it?
Yeah.
Wally. Yeah.
I felt personally attacked during that movie.
Right?
Yeah, because you liked a different movie from the 80s that had the same looking robot, perhaps?
Oh, no, because I'm fat.
Oh.
Oh, I think about J5. Think about J5 from Short
Johnny
Circuit.
5, yeah.
Oh, no, I felt attacked personally because I'm a
Circuit,
litter bug.
There's
what?
that. Styrofoam cups
I felt personally attacked because I'm a litter bug. I'm watching Wally. It's just looking at me like, hey, Rez, remember the last time you threw your cigarette pack out the window? This is what happened. This is your fault.
Hakeem and Dane both saying you should hit the like button. So, guys, if you like what you're watching, please hit the like button. Let us know. By hitting the like button, basically, the algorithm boosts us up in the YouTube world, and we get seen a little bit more. Just a tiny bit, but a little bit more, which would be a good thing for all of us. Specifically
Chris also gets paid.
Yeah, and I can afford these T-shirts, which I put on my credit card. So that would be nice to be able to just pay for them outright. Just flaunt that. These are ones, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, here we go. Ultraman says, if you guys haven't seen Love, Death, and Robots, check it out. I see a couple episodes. Ultraman, yeah, I enjoyed it very much. I need to get back to it. Currently, I've been watching Cuphead on Netflix, which I'm very much enjoying. If you like old school animation and that old school style, I think it's a lot of fun. And I highly recommend that also.
The game based on it, incredibly.
It's really good.
It's difficult. It's a hard game.
Okay.
Super hard.
So Wally was ahead, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Wally wins. That's the end of that. We can't wait forever on these. All right, this is a fun one. Battle of the Superheroes, everybody. And we are talking about... where is it? Huh.
Should be there.
There it is. Okay, we're talking about Miles Morales in Into the Spider-Verse.
Ooh.
And just extra special Sony animated film. Spectacular. Very well done. Probably the best thing they've put out in ages. And that is going up against a superhero team a la the Fantastic Four. And we are talking about Pixar's The Incredibles. So both of them will have a sequel soon. But we're talking Into the Spider-Verse versus The Incredibles. With certainty that they're both spectacular. I can also say with certainty that The Incredibles 2 was not. That being said, the short film in front of it, I thought was wonderful and made me laugh out loud and embarrass my family.
The only thing, the thing we need to know about these movies, that only one of them has Nick Cage.
That's also true. That would be Into the Spider-Verse and that Spider Noir that was Nick Cage playing. Very cool character. I'm going to put a minute on the clock, and then we're going to get rocking and rolling. So we have Into the Spider-Verse versus The Incredibles.
Honestly, I feel like Spider-Verse should win that one, just because it was like a game changer almost.
Ultraman Magnus also agrees. Says Cuphead is great. Man, the game is also amazing. It is Into the Spider-Verse versus The Incredibles. So, all right. Okay, so Kevin's going to do Into the Spider-Verse, and Reza, you're going to do Incredibles. How about that?
All right.
My sister says Incredibles. Dane says Spider-Man. I just got his shoes. Dude, that's awesome. Hakeem says, I think this beef jerky is going to get moldy. It shouldn't be so moist.
What?
What is that from? That's got to be from something, right?
I think Hakeem meant to type that into the other OnlyFans chat that he's also got a window open at. Hakeem typed that into the wrong window.
Alex says Cuphead is easy. You just suck at games, Chris. Oh, such acting.
Ooh, shots.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Boom. Shots fired, baby. So let's see. It's really good. Really, really, actually, surprisingly great superhero, Dane, and one I'm glad exists. I didn't appreciate that they had to kill Whitey in order for him to exist, but they brought it into another parallel world and made it work, which ended up working out. I always feel, and this will always be my argument, that you don't need to kill one character to create a new version of the same character, so to speak. With the same name. You can always have multiples existing and coexisting, a la The Flash, for example. You can have Wally West, Barry Allen, you can have Impulse, you can have Jay Garrick, The Flash, all these versions. It just makes for a richer tapestry, so to speak.
Like even in the main Marvel continuity with Captain America, they've had multiple different ones.
Yes, also true. Hakeem says Spider-Verse. Ultraman says Spider-Verse. I love The Incredibles, but gotta go with Spider-Man. Austin says Spider-Verse. Hector says Incredibles showed up Marvel on how to do Fantastic Four right, so Incredibles. Mom says Incredibles. Dad says Incredibles. Gray says they're both amazing, but only one is Incredibles. I see what you did. Alex is like, Hakeem is elbow coughing. Ricky says Incredibles, and Dane says Fantal. Thank you, Dane. So where are we at with the votes? It sounds like Incredibles might be taking it.
I got 6 for Incredibles.
4 for the Spider-Verse.
Oh.
Really? Let me go back through. I felt like we had more for the Spider-Verse.
Did I miss something?
I'm shocked.
Spider-Verse 1, Spider-Verse 2, Spider-Verse 3, Spider-Verse 4, Spider-Verse 5. So we had 5 for the Spider-Verse, buddy. Yeah, so you missed one.
Okay, missed one. All right, 5.
So it's 5-6 right now on Incredibles. So we just need one more for Spider-Verse. I'm going to put another minute on there because we got time. Thank you, Alex. He says, yes, Impulse. Pumped to hear his name drop. Peter David's Young Justice run is one of my favorite books. Dude, I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. I love that whole era of DC. I think that whole era of DC just knocked the shit out of Marvel. I think we were getting a lot of that Clone Saga nonsense and Ben Reilly and stuff, and that just wasn't my jam. X-Men was all that goddamn Fabian's fault. It was all trash.
Come on.
90s trash because of Fabian. You piece of shit, Fabian.
If Jarrett was on this podcast, he'd pop you in the mouth, sir, for saying that.
No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. He would kiss me on the mouth because he knows I'm correct and he appreciates me for that. Thank you. I don't know why I'm arguing that he'd kiss me on the mouth, but still. Let's see. No other votes, and we've got about 5 seconds left. So here
one person.
We go.
Someone's not voting. What's going on here?
Somebody's got to drop a spider.
Damn.
Oh,
man, this is a shame. This is a
goddamn
travesty. Incredibles wins.
I can't believe Incredibles wins by 1.
Where's Bonnie? Where's Janet? Where's Sammy? Where's Maria even? Where are all these fools?
Bonnie's practicing right now for the dance.
I think Donald just named half the list of Mambo number 5.
Well done. Yes, someone definitely isn't voting because we got a lot of people in the chat here that need to vote. Vote. You need to vote so you can get heard. Get in the chat and vote.
Alex comes in with Spider-Verse way too late. Where were we when you needed you?
Yeah. Let's see. Jesus. Got a lot of text messages from people that couldn't make it, so that's sad. I'm sorry, guys. I wish you could be on. But maybe you'll watch in the replay and be like, "Oh, I could have been that person that put it over the top." That's true with this one. This one hurts.
Could have, would have.
All right, this is the battle of adult content. Some naughty things were put in some of these films, particularly Bugs Bunny giving the finger to the audience and to Mickey Mouse. And we're talking about Who Framed Roger Rabbit, of course. If you did not know that, that is true. You just have to freeze frame and go step by step when they're both falling side by side with each other. You'll know the scene when you see it. Mm-hmm. And that is going up against something bigger, something louder, and something uncut. We're not talking about me yet.
Whoa.
We're talking about South Park. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Everyone is invited to the bris.
Who was it?
It's South Park versus Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
All right.
Does Who Framed Roger Rabbit count as an animated film?
It does, simply because it has half animation, half live action. Those of you that do not know, it was in contention for last week's fantasy film and did not make it. However, it was an overwhelming vote for the animated category this week, which is why we thought we could and would and should double dip with this film. So that is why Who Framed Roger Rabbit has made it, and that is why it is going up against South Park, bigger, longer, uncut. So are you a fan of Satan being a homosexual? Then you'll love South Park. If you like rabbits that are into patty cake with large-breasted redheads, then you might like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Either way, it's adult content and it's fun. So
I will say Roger Rabbit was a pivotal film and the turning point of like teenage to like early 20s men openly admitting that they want to have sex with the cartoon. Like that opened the door for all the like everything else, for the Lola Bunnies and all that kind of stuff. I think Jessica Rabbit was the first cartoon people openly were like, yeah, I'd hit it.
Yeah. Wow. And speaking of, I'm glad you hit the nail on the head here with Alex. He shouted to the rooftops, Gary Wolf. Gary Wolf created Roger Rabbit. He wrote a novel called Who Censored Roger Rabbit, which they then adapted into a film immediately. Like before it even was released, they reached out to him and got the rights. Touchstone, which is Disney, purchased the rights from Gary Wolf. We do a wonderful interview podcast on Rumble Spoon Productions. If you go to the YouTube page, or you could check out a multitude of our podcasts online. But if you go to the YouTube page and go to Rumble Spoon Productions and check us out there, we do have our video interview where me and Sean Leonard, guest commentator, podcaster, helps me interview Gary. It's a fantastic interview. It's about 45, 50 minutes long. I highly recommend you check that out because he's a fantastic man and he does a hell of an interview. It's great. So I highly recommend it. Let's go here. Okay. So, Kevin, let's have you do Roger Rabbit, and Chris, let's have you do South Park since you dressed up as Cartman one year for Christmas or Halloween. I can't remember which.
I did. It was for yeah. It's funny because there's a picture going around the internet that looks like me, and everyone thinks it's me dressed as Cartman, and it's totally not me. But even I had to question whether it was me because it looked so much like me.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't me.
It did look like you. It really did. Alex, it's too late on that vote, man. That Spider-Verse did lose, so I'm sorry, buddy. Way too late. Dane says, let's see, actually, no, Alex, let's see. Chris says, oh, shit, tough one. Ricky's going South Park. Mom says Roger Rabbit. Dad says Roger Rabbit. Stephanie says Roger Rabbit. Dane says South Park. Uniquilibrium Hakeem says Roger Rabbit. Chris, I think he's going with South Park. Chris, correct me if I'm wrong. Dodger's going Roger Rabbit. Alex says, everyone watch that Gary Wolf interview. Very good. So if I haven't said it already, Alex is going Roger Rabbit. Chris says, that's why lucid dreaming is so important, because you can actually go to a world where you can have Jessica Rabbit for real. Yeah. Hakeem says, Betty Boop was the first to be desired to bop. That's true. Actually, Betty Boop is in this, buddy. And if you freeze frame in slow motion, her top comes down. She still has like a bustier on, but her top does come down. They put a lot of these little Easter eggs in the animated film Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which is why it is so important of a film, to be honest. And that, again, is mentioned in our interview with Gary K. Wolf. And the times is also mentioned in there as well, so you can check that out. Ultraman Magnus is going Roger Rabbit. Hector Hernandez says South Park. Those songs slap, as the kids like Reza say. Dead says South Park. Let's see. Chris says, Chris already voted. Right? Chris, did you already vote? Yep. Let's see. Gray says Roger Rabbit is more important film, but South Park is hilarious with a great soundtrack. He's going South Park. Hakeem says Lucid Dreamer for life. Austin says Roger Rabbit, and Maria has joined us. Thanks for joining, Maria. So where are we at with this, guys?
I have 7 for Roger Rabbit.
I have 6.
I got 6. Yeah.
So we have 6 for South Park and 7 for Roger Rabbit. Kevin, are you sure on that count?
Yes, sir. Double check me just in case.
No, he's correct. I'm also tallying it up. He is right.
Maria is also voting for Roger Rabbit.
Uh-oh. Well,
8,
that might kill
8
it.
to 6. Yep, 8 to 6.
Ooh.
Any
Alex
other votes?
better rally 2 more votes for South Park if he wants to see the Legion.
Come on,
Any other
guys.
votes on this?
Canada.
All right, we're going to check Kevin's math one more time, Hakeem.
Okay. That bitch. The biggest bitch in the whole wide world. Bitch. A bitchy bitty bitch. Bitch to all the boys and girls.
All right, so we have, let's see, Alex says Roger Rabbit. Mom and Dad says Roger Rabbit. Hakeem says Roger Rabbit. Dodger says Roger Rabbit. Stephanie says Roger Rabbit. That's already 6. Let's see here. Ultraman says Roger Rabbit. That's 7. Let's see. Austin says Roger Rabbit. That's 8. Maria says Roger Rabbit. That's 9.
Oh.
Kevin, your math is terrible.
You're...
All right, so Roger Rabbit takes it. Moving on.
It's sad, but I knew that was going to happen.
I mean, I'm fine with it. It is the better movie of the 2 overall.
Agreed.
South Park is the only movie I saw in the movie theater more than 5 times.
All right, guys, here's a fun one. This is the stop-motion Battle of Parallel Worlds, and we are talking about the wonderful animated film directed, and I believe it's written by Neil Gaiman and directed by Peter Selleck, and that is Coraline, and it is going up against another Peter Selleck directed film. Yes, Peter Selleck directed this film. It was not Tim Burton, and that is A Nightmare Before Christmas. Tim Burton only produced it. And if you watch the films that made us, he was a terror on set, so that doesn't go well for Tim Burton. Yeah.
Why?
I have no idea, man. So it's Coraline versus The Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm going to put a minute on the clock, and we're going to go from there. Okay.
I think between the 2, like, both great movies, but The Nightmare Before Christmas seems to be just way too overhyped at this point for me. Coraline was just freaky and amazing. I absolutely loved it.
I agree. Coraline was actually a really sneaky, great film. Oh, it's Henry Selick. I'm so sorry, Gray. Not Peter Selleck. Henry Selick. Jesus. I always do that. I don't know why I want to call him Peter, but it is Henry Selick. Thank you, sir, for correcting me. I do apologize.
At least you didn't call him Tom Selleck.
That's true. Yeah, his cousin. All right, this is going to be a bloodbath, so let's get to it. Let's see. Chris, you're going to do Nightmare Before Christmas. Reza, I'm going to give you a break. You're going to do Coraline. How about that? Just sit back and relax.
This is Halloween, man. This is Halloween.
Austin says Nightmare. Hakeem says Nightmare. Ricky says Nightmare. Mom says Nightmare. Dad says Nightmare. Chris says, I think we all know who wins. He's voting Nightmare. Hector says Nightmare. The Coraline eye buttons still haunt me. Hakeem says, what about Tom Selleck? Dodger says Nightmare. Gray says Nightmare. Ultraman Magnus votes Coraline. So there you go. That's good. Maria votes Coraline. And this is where we're at right now. So, yeah.
Do I need to say 2 out loud? I think we kind of figured it out.
No, Nightmare moves on.
I'm using Rose to count, so I think we're at Nightmare.
Oh, shit. Marie even took back the vote. I thought she was going to vote Coraline for sure, and she voted Nightmare. Wow. Okay. Okay, Maria.
At Toes for votes.
All right. Spider-Man did not make it in on this one, Greg. Or Dane, sorry. Drain Green. Let's see here. When I'm saying everything fast, words blend into each other. It gets trippy. Okay, here we go. This is round 2. This is the quarterfinals, correct, Kevin?
That's right, the quarterfinals.
So the winners are going up.
And we have Fantasia, Ooh La La, a very classic animated film with a lot of wonderful instrumental music. It is going against Lion King, a very song and dance type number, jazzy kind of thing, I guess you could say. So we have Fantasia versus the Lion King. No, I do not need the cat on this one. No, thank you. I am good on the cat. Thank you. Chris will count the votes for the Lion King. Reza, you will do Fantasia. I'm going to give you probably another break. I'm being very generous on the breaks tonight to Reza.
I appreciate that. You probably figured like, oh, he smoked a lot before he came on.
I'm going to put a minute on the clock.
Interesting story about the Lion King. When I was a kid, when Lion King came out, my brother and I would do the dishes and we'd recite the entire movie word for word every single time we did the dishes.
You guys are
That's
dorks.
amazing. Did you do that with any other household chores?
Yeah. Sorry, what was that, Reza?
Did you do that with any other household chores, or was it just the dishes?
It was no, it was just the dishes because it was only long enough to do the whole movie.
Well, like, was it like it's weird. It's like my mind always goes to these weird places. As soon as you say that, I imagine you now have this weird Disney fetish where different chores you sing different songs. So when you're like folding the sheets, you're like, I can show you the world. Shiny. Like,
yep. He's in the bathroom. It's the circle of life.
Exactly.
Real quick though, Chris, if I had known you at that time, I would have flown to your place and just beat the shit out of you. I would have bullied you to no end. Yes, it's true.
I had plenty of that.
Okay.
I didn't need more.
So Chris is the Lion King. Kevin is Fantasia. Here we go. Let's see. Mom says Lion King. Dad says Lion King. Steph says Lion King. Austin says Lion King. Hector says Lion King. Dodger says Lion King. Chris says Fantasia. Maria says Lion King. Grace says Fantasia. Dane says Lion King. Ultra Magnus says Lion King. It's over. I'm not going to continue on with that one.
Votes.
That's true. That's true. It didn't make it that far, so that's better than nothing. All right, here we go. Next round. We have a fun one. We have Prince Ali, Fabulous he, Ali Ababa.
It's a good matchup
and he is going up against, he's going up against Up, I guess you could say. It's up and away. So it's Aladdin versus Up. Yeah, this is a tough one, guys. Good freaking luck with this one.
Can I just tell you the greatest line from the Aladdin movie? The entire film, the best line. Sugar dates and pistachios. That's it.
Yeah. I thought it was good teenagers take off their clothes.
No, it's when the vendor just shoves a pile of food in her face and yells out, sugar dates and pistachios. That's about the most Middle Eastern part of the entire movie.
I will have to replay it just for that. All right, let's rock this, guys. I'm going to put a minute on the clock. Let's count these votes. Okay, Reza, you are going to obviously be Aladdin now. You've caused this. You brought it on yourself, sir. And Chris, you are up.
I am the Prince Ali.
Like 11.
Steph says up. Mom says up. Dad says up. Dodger says up. Maria says up. Hakeem says I rubbed the lamp for Aladdin. Chris says Psh, Aladdin might be the best Disney film of all time. Robin Williams, rest in peace. Ricky says up. Dane says, I thought it was The Diamond in the Rough. Austin says Aladdin. Hector says Aladdin for Robin Williams' performance. Dane says this is a tough one. Gray says this is a tough one, but he's going Aladdin. So it sounds like we're starting to come back on Aladdin. Where are we at, guys?
I got 5 for Aladdin.
I'm at 5 for Up.
Uh-oh, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. You know what time it is.
And we are out of time on this vote. It is going to the Legion of Doom. And unfortunately, I think Alex Van Keet has already left. Oh, wait. Ultraman Magnus just voted. Guess what he voted? He voted Up. So we have to count it. We have to count it. It's fine. We have to count it.
I got so excited. Ultra Magnus just ruined it for everybody.
Well, I don't think Dane has voted. So Dane cast his vote.
Dane might decide this.
If he votes Aladdin, it's a tie. And he's laughing because we all know what Dane wants on this one.
Dane's been wanting this all night.
Yes, he has.
Come on, Dane. You know what to do.
Ultraman is apologizing. Ultraman is apologizing.
It's okay. I wasn't serious, Ultraman. Like, it's totally fine.
Ultraman says, "Can I take it back?"
Don't take it back.
Ultraman takes it back. No, if he takes it back and it goes to Aladdin, then Aladdin is up by 1. But then
Dane just
Chris votes, and he's up by 1. It'll be up by 2. I'm very confused. So if Ultraman stays where he's at and Dane votes Aladdin,
we
don't count Chris because his girlfriend hasn't voted the whole night.
Yeah. A tie.
All right, it's a tie.
All right, let's do this.
All
right, Supreme Council, here we go. Let me swell down the pictures here. We're going smaller on these pictures, guys, so you can see the awe and the glory that is. I don't know how we did this. No, I don't know how we did this, but Reza and I decided that we were going to be the same character tonight. So, and by the way, I don't know if you guys know this, but if you're a child, Wolverine has a symbol on a cape. He has a cape, and this is the Wolverine symbol for it. So this is courtesy of my sister.
I love the fact that me and Donald did not talk about this once ahead of time. It just happened.
At all. Oh, this looks lovely. Wow, so I'm getting my hair cut. Here we go. Okay. All right. And guess what, guys? If we can't decide, if the Legion of Doom Supreme Council cannot decide which is the ultimate winner, we go to the lucky coin. And the lucky coin, we don't know even what it is. It is an unknown coin in the special sack that I will pull out to flip if we tie. So here we go. All right, Kevin, lead the way.
All right. Let us begin with our guests. Justice Reza, Counsel Reza, what is your decision, sir?
Well, obviously we know which way I'm going to go because of my background and heritage. I'm going to pick the king of sugar dates and pistachios. I'm voting for Aladdin without question.
So you're biased Middle Easterners, what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm totally voting racially on this one.
I just want to note that Chris is also wearing a Wolverine on his head. It's just Michigan. The Michigan Wolverine.
Nice.
It's also very racially inconsiderate because it's a turban.
And that's true.
Made a turban out of it. All right. Where are we at? Who's voting for what? What's going on?
All right, Justice Professor Turner, what is your decision?
I too am going for Aladdin because it's one of the greatest improv in an animated film that you can ever see in history of film, or in the history of animated film.
All right, and what about you, Justice Donald?
Well, Kevin, I hate to do this. I really wanted to see the coin, but unfortunately, it's going to Aladdin, hands down.
All right. I was going to vote for Aladdin too, so
yes,
a unanimous decision.
It would have been unanimous.
Aladdin
council. Takes it. Aladdin wins. Thanks to the council. You are all welcome. Chris, you are welcome.
Thank you, Reza, for the $500 you just PayPal'd me, sir. Thank you so much.
You are absolutely welcome. That just came out of my uncle's gas fund, so we're cool. I'm getting paid off of that.
Absolutely.
Right.
I really appreciate it.
By the way, I love the fact that Chris's turban just started falling off on its own. Like, man, I know you're white. This ain't happening.
Frank, you're too late. Your water ship died really quickly, by the way. It died so fast. It couldn't have died faster. It was eliminated. I didn't even blink and it was gone. I'm sorry, sir, but it just happened the way it was. All right, here we go. All right, sorry, Mom. I voted Aladdin over Up. I can't. The beginning of Up is amazing, and the rest of it is okay. Aladdin is amazing all the way through. I'm sorry to say. I even love the live action with Slap Your Mama Will Smith.
I'm literally reading that with all of the disappointment in your mom's voice. Son!
Yeah, you should. You should. Here we go. Next round. Let's kick it into high gear. Okay, so we have a really wily robot named Wally. Look at him. Oh, Wally. And Eva.
Oh.
He's got Eva.
Oh.
And he is going up against, oh, wow, this is a tough one, guys. You did this. You put this on yourselves. He's going up against the Incredibles.
It's a challenge.
So Wally versus the Incredibles. You pick. Minute on the clock. Let's rock it. We're both great films. I will say, Funko Pops, they do every Earth Day, they create a Funko Pop that they put in a box that has post-consumer recycled material, and it's a brown box instead of a usual white one. And I think the first time they did it, it was Wally, and the second time they did it was Eva, if I recall. And it's a very strong sentiment because Wally is all about conservation and about taking care of the environment. So I thought that was very smart, very clever, and very cute. So hats off to both Disney and to Funko for that. And let's start counting votes. Okay, Chris, you are Wally, and Kevin, you are going to be the Incredibles.
Okay.
And we have a vote. Votes in. It is Wally. We have a vote for Wally.
You're taking in-person votes now?
Yes, I am. Oh, shit.
If anyone's watching nearby, you can just go to Donald's house and vote in person.
Frank says, oh, well.
Turn your ballot.
Well, about Watership Down, love the book. The movie traumatized many children when released. Yes, I love traumatized children. My favorite, Frank. Frank has a lot of kids. He's like, let me introduce you to something, children.
Are you sure Frank is it like Nick Cannon?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, he is in disguise. Dane says Incredibles. Chris says Wally. Maria says Wally. Of course, that first vote was Wally for my sister. Mom says Wally. Dad says Wally. Ricky says Eva. So he's voting Wally. Hakeem says Wally. Dodger says Incredibles. Gray says Incredibles. Frank says Incredibles. Ultraman Magnus says Incredibles. Hector says Incredibles. And Austin says Wally. Where are we at with the votes?
I have 6 votes for Incredibles.
8 for Wally.
Ooh, close.
Not far off. Not far off. Let me tell you, I do have a new costume that I can wear if the vote should go to the Legion of Doom, aka the Supreme Council.
Oh,
if
you're
not,
stepping it up on me. I didn't realize you had multiple costume changes.
Oh, I have so many costumes, dude. You do not know the plethora of things my sister has just lying around this house.
Just you wait for the next show. I'm bringing like 6 bags with me just to be on the safe side.
Fair enough. Did we count Austin's vote for Wally at the end?
Yes, you did.
Okay, thank you. So I think we're going to call it. It's going to go to Wally, right?
Yes, my man Wally. He made it. I didn't think he was going to win this round.
Wally takes it.
The Incredibles was one I didn't expect to like as much as I did, because whoever said earlier was right. It was like a fun kind of retelling of the Fantastic Four.
Absolutely. Okay, so this one's an interesting one, and I don't know, honestly, which way this is going to go. I have an inkling, but it's going to be tough. We are doing Who Framed Roger Rabbit? And that is going up against The Nightmare
Before Christmas.
All right.
I feel like I know which way this is going to lean just because of the two options. If either one was going up against a different film, they would both win individually.
Yep.
But I feel like Roger Rabbit's going to take the lead on this one because it just has more of a nostalgia than Nightmare.
I feel differently. I feel the other way.
Maybe. Nightmare is very
Frank
popular.
Frank says 6 kids plus 24 through my house in foster care. Bless you, Frank.
Wow. Frank has 30 children. Oh my God! I think Nick Cannon and Evander Holyfield are kind of jealous right now.
Frank made every one of them watch Watership Down. He's like, you want to watch Bugs Bunny? I have the true Bugs Bunny for you. Let me hear to you. Oh, you like Roger Rabbit? Well, here's Roger Rabbit as he should be.
Oh God. I can't imagine 30 kids. Frank is a hell of a good man because by the 6th kid I had to make a bologna sandwich for, I would be pulling a Bugs Bunny and taking a left in Albuquerque. Like, I'm out. I'm going for cigarettes and I'm never coming back.
Kevin, you're Roger Rabbit. Chris, you're Nightmare.
Oh, I am a Nightmare.
Ricky votes Nightmare. Hector votes Nightmare. Austin votes Nightmare. Mom votes Roger Rabbit. Dad votes Roger Rabbit. Ultraman Magnus votes Roger Rabbit. Stephanie votes Roger Rabbit. Dodgers votes Nightmare. So it sounds like it's tied up 4-4. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Frank votes Nightmare. Nightmare takes the lead. Gray says Nightmare Before Christmas was and remains an instant classic with one of the best soundtracks. So it is now in the lead by 1. Hakeem says it's Rabbit season. He's voting Roger Rabbit. So it's tied, I believe. Then Maria votes Nightmare, which then takes the lead. So Nightmare's ahead by 1. This is neck and neck. Oh my God!
I have to get the council
Twitter
again. I need the council again.
Neck and neck.
This is
one more
final
vote for Roger Rabbit,
matchup.
and it's going to the council. Yes, we put a minute on the clock.
Final quarterfinal matchup.
If Dane wants to see your new costume change, he better pull in a vote for Roger Rabbit.
That's right.
That's true. Dane said he's voting last, so he's waiting. He's voting on one more. We've got about 35 seconds left, Dane. So if no other votes come in and you vote for Roger, it ties it up.
I love that Dane has a strategy on how he votes.
He has power. Dane has power.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Flexing. Doing a little flexing. You know what I'm saying?
This is great. I love that Dane is watching this show like it's the weakest link.
All right, 12 seconds, 10 seconds, and then we're going to cut it. No joke on this time. We're getting closer and closer to the time, so we have to be a little more strict.
I think it's time for Dane to
cast your vote.
Hurry up, Dane. Make a decision.
All right.
Going once. Going twice.
No.
All right, he did it.
Right in the nick of time.
I didn't get it. Oh, there it is. Okay.
All right. It goes to the Supreme.
It's tied up.
Wait, are we sure that count is correct?
Yes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Nightmare had 2 extra when he said they tied it up when they got 1 more.
Don't ruin this.
You want me to go through it again? You want me to go through it again?
Yeah,
I'll go through it again. Here we go.
Yeah, look at what Dane went through for this. Don't ruin this for Dane.
Count. Kevin, what did I say count?
It's 6-6.
Yeah, but I mean, who are you counting for?
Oh, I was counting for Roger Rabbit.
Chris can now make me stay up till 12:30 tonight. Thank you, Chris. So Kevin's counting Roger Rabbit. Reza, you're doing Nightmare Before Christmas?
Okay.
Ricky says Nightmare. Hector says Nightmare. Austin says Nightmare. Mom says Roger. Dad says Roger. Steph says Roger. Ultraman says Roger. Dodger says Nightmare. Frank says Nightmare. Gray says Nightmare. Hakeem says Wabbit season, so he's going Roger Rabbit. Maria says Nightmare. And Dane says Roger.
6.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
We're
What?
wrong?
I got 7 for Nightmare.
Oh.
Chris, son of a bitch.
Reza.
That's okay. No, that's okay. I'm glad you checked. So Nightmare on Ricky, Nightmare Hector, Nightmare Austin, Nightmare Dodgers, Nightmare Frank, Nightmare Gray, So that's 6. Maria's 7. So that's 7 for Nightmare, right?
Yep.
And you had 6 for Roger?
Yeah.
That's right.
Let me count again. Roger. Roger, 5. Roger, 6. Yep. Nightmare takes it.
How did one sneak in
sorry,
there?
Guys. I don't know.
Oh.
I'm sorry, guys.
Nightmare to the semifinals.
Sorry, Dane. Didn't happen. It didn't happen.
I feel like we lost out. That we should do a reverse council and like put it on backwards.
we have to wear it in shame for the rest of the episode. Okay, so this one. Good luck with this. We are going
two all-time greats.
Classic Disney greats. We're going Aladdin, and that is going up against Umanada, the Lion King. So Aladdin versus the Lion King, guys.
Oh my goodness, this is brutal. 2 1990s classics.
Yeah.
Brutal.
All right,
I'm not
there we go.
allowed to.
This could have been the championship right here. Championship round, easily.
Could have, would have, should have.
I'm not allowed to vote in on this one. I'm wearing the hoodie of shame.
Cover your own face.
Yes, you are.
You're like one of those Burke, or the Burke was, where they're covering their entire face. Oh man.
Oh, there you go. This can be my my Wolverine burqa.
All right, let's do this. 30 seconds left. Kevin, you do Aladdin. Chris, you do Lion King. All right, what do we got? Aladdin versus Lion King. We have 1 for Lion King. Yes. We have 2 for Lion King. We have Aladdin, and we have 2 more for Lion King. So it looks like 4-1. Maria votes Aladdin, so that's 4-2. Hector votes Lion King, so that's 5-2. Correct me if I'm wrong on this count. Hakeem votes Aladdin, that's 5-3.
5-3.
Ultraman votes Lion King, so that's 6-3. Frank says Aladdin was my first date with Barb. Have to vote that. 6-4.
Oh, Barb.
Getting close.
That's cute. 6-4. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
The more we find out about Frank through this chat, the more I realize he's a sweet, sweet, gentle man.
He is. Mm-hmm. He is a Cuban. He's a Cuban heartthrob.
No, I don't think he is. A different Frank, buddy.
Oh, it's not that.
Different Frank.
Different Frank.
Let's see. Ricky says Aladdin, so it's 5-6.
All right, getting close.
Yep, we got about 30 seconds left. So if anybody wants to vote for Aladdin, you can tie it up. Dane says
That's right. Dane is sitting on his vote to see what happens. Remember, Dane's playing with a strategy tonight.
We are correct on the voting, Dane. So we got 20 seconds left on this one.
This is amazing. I've never seen anyone watch a podcast like Survivor. This is the best thing in the world.
All right. 8 seconds. 5 seconds. Here we go.
All right, Dane, bring it.
Dane has made this a great night for me.
All right, Dane, what's the deal?
He might have gone home. He might have quit. He might have called it a night. Dane gave up.
Here he
is.
He didn't.
It's tied. Supreme Council time. Here we go. All right, you guys. Are you ready? You ready for the thunder?
We're ready for this.
All right, I want to put my guess is going to be on my hat.
You won't like me when I'm angry. Smash.
You just say puny human.
Puny human. I am Hulk. So this one actually is getting in my eyes. There we go. I'm gonna pull that down a little bit.
I love that mask makes you look like if it answers the question, what if the Hulk was a CPA?
Yes. Actually,
Yeah, thank you.
It looks like a little bit like the Green Hornet mask with some weird fluffy stuff on top.
Yeah, right.
Like those are his eyebrows. Like you find out that the Green Hornet was actually Eugene Levy.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. So let's start with Professor Christy Turner. What say you, Justice Turner?
This is the vote.
What do you got?
Yeah, I think he's voting Lion King.
He's voting Lion King. Okay.
Reza?
Justice you know which way I'm voting. Prince Ali, fabulous Ali Ababa.
We're still tied. All right. I am also going to vote Aladdin with my Persian brother here. So therefore it comes down to Justice Donald.
You know, I can't vote for anything else but Aladdin on this. It's fantastic. Sorry about the coin, guys. You may never see it, but it is Aladdin. Lion King loses.
I'm golf clapping that one. 3-1 Aladdin.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Professor
Shakespeare is rolling in his grave right now.
I'm sorry, Professor Turner.
All right, you have to be very strategic, Dodgers. Yeah, we ran out of time. We called it. And if you throw one in afterwards, we usually, if we've already started putting on the costumes and stuff, we're not going to count it, unfortunately. So I am sorry, my friend. But you can do this the next time because we're going to the finals. So here we go. Well, actually,
I think
no, this is
Donald
another
was trying to say was
semifinal.
Dodgers.
Semifinal. I'm sorry. And I am an Indians fan, so to speak, I guess you could say, or a Guardians fan. But I can still like the Dodgers. They're all right. This one is going to be Wally. And it is going up against, get ready, Dodgers. Get ready, Dane. This one is going up against Nightmare Before Christmas.
Ooh. I'm curious to see which way people vote for this one.
Sorry, Dodgers. Happens to the best of us. Sometimes even during a live podcast, it happens to me. I have a jar. No, I'm kidding. I don't have a jar. I'm kidding. I just get up and leave, and the chair's empty for a minute or two, you know. But there we go. Wally versus The Nightmare Before Christmas. Wally versus The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Considerably different. Yeah, this is going to be interesting.
Very different. Minute on the clock because we got to rock and roll. Papa needs his sleep. You know what I'm saying? It's 12:40 here. Papa needs his sleep. All right, I got the vote is in. All right, Reza, you're counting Wally. Kevin, you're doing Nightmare. We have one vote for Wally. First vote for Wally of the evening. Well, for this battle anyway. Frank says Nightmare. Austin says Nightmare. Mom says Wally. Dad says Wally. Gregarious says Nightmare. Maria says Nightmare. Sounds like Nightmare's up by 1. Am I correct, gentlemen?
Yep. 4-3.
4-3. Okay. Ultraman, yes. Transformers already. It actually didn't lose. It won. It was a preliminary battle. It won against Batman: Mask of the Phantasm. It was just the one that we did for fun at the beginning, because it didn't make it. Because you're not part of Friends of the Real Short Box. If you want to be entered into Friends of the Real Short Box, so you can pre-vote and you can vote for your favorite to get into these categories, please feel free to do so. Just let us know in the chats and the comments on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Hey, I want in on the group, and then you can pre-vote for things like that. Okay, so where were we at? Let's recount these votes, okay? I'm going to redo it, just to be fair. Frank says Nightmare. Steph says Wally. Austin says Nightmare. Mom says Wally. Dad says Wally. Gray says Nightmare. Maria says Nightmare. Dane says Wally. Hakeem says Wally. Ricky says Nightmare. Dodger says Nightmare. What's the count?
4 for Nightmare.
5 for Wally.
Really? Okay, so we have Nightmare, Wally, Nightmare, Wally, Nightmare, Wally. So there's 6.
There's Wally. 6 now, yeah.
For Wally.
6 for Wally, 6 for Nightmare, yeah?
Yep.
So we're tied.
Again.
We are currently tied.
And we are out of time. So goes to us. Let's do it.
All right.
Oh,
don't worry, guys. I got another one.
This thing is becoming difficult to get in and out of.
You know what, though, Reza? When it comes to this kind of stuff, though, my friend, all day.
I'm all for it, though. It's fun. I enjoy it.
Yeah, you get it. I'm Captain America. I could do this all now. Okay, fine.
All right.
That is ridiculous.
Justice Donald McKinney. Justice Donald McKinney, what saith you?
I'm gonna go Nightmare.
Justice Turner.
Nightmare.
I'm going with Wally.
You know what? Just to make it fun, because it's something Donald wants to do all night, I'm going to go with Wally. Let's break out the coin.
All right.
We're breaking out the coin. We're breaking out the coin, everybody. All right, Dane, this is the moment you've been waiting for as well, my friend. The coin, the new coin that we're going to be using for this evening. What is this? Oh, my God, what is this? Is this a doubloon? Is this like a pirate coin? I think it is.
Ooh.
I think it's a brass doubloon.
It looks like Mumra's symbol. It looks like Mumra's symbol.
Amazing. Yeah, kind of does, doesn't it? And on the backside, it says, where the drinks are legend and the stories intoxicating. So, this, of course, is heads, and this will be tails. So, what do we want? Dodgers is voting for a 2 out of 3. Let's give them a 2 out of 3. Why not? Let's be fair about it. Yeah, everybody? Okay, since I'm Cap, I have to be fair, right? You know, I'm America's ass. I can do this. I'm allowed to choose whatever I want.
I feel like if Dane hasn't had an orgasm yet, he's going to by the end of the show. Like, it's got everything. This show has had everything that Dane could ask for.
This is the Dane show tonight. Yes, absolutely.
It really is.
So let's do heads for Wally, and let's do tails for Nightmare. How about that? Does that sound fair?
That
heads
sounds
for Wally,
fair.
tails for Nightmare. Okay, 2 out of 3, everybody. 2 out of 3. Okay. Wally. Hakeem, yes, Wally. I am on the East Coast. I'm in Ohio, actually. So, yeah.
Come on, Wally.
And here we go.
Wally.
It's Wally.
Yes. Wally makes
Wally takes Nightmare Before Christmas, everybody. Goodbye. Nightmare Before Christmas. Wally moves on to the finals. We now have a final winner in that category, and it is Aladdin versus Wally.
Oh, we're taking Aladdin all the way to the top, guys. We're taking it to the top.
Maybe not.
Finally, my people are going to get some recognition for something other than being terrorists.
There we go. It's going to be good for you. So let's do this.
Situation.
We're going to bring in Aladdin, and we're going to put that up against Wally. So let me put up Aladdin's picture.
I'm going to be like, Aladdin. Come on, everyone. Vote for Aladdin. Today is the day where we break through with Middle East relations.
And that's going up against Wally. So, guys, here we go. Aladdin versus Wally. We got our first vote of the evening right here. Okay. So, Chris, you're counting Wally. Kevin, you're doing Aladdin. Wally, first vote of the evening for this.
You know what I've noticed is your whole family, both parents and sister, have consistently voted for Wally all night. Your family loves Wally.
They do. I think they do. And I'm personally, I'm an Aladdin guy, so it's interesting. You could see why I moved.
Right? Like, you know what? You take your little Wally and shove it. I'm going across the country. We are not going to solve this debate.
Right? What did Spider-Verse lose to? It lost to The Incredibles originally. Dane. Frank says Aladdin all day, every day. Ricky says Wally. Of course, we counted my sister's vote for Wally. Maria says Wally. Grace is Aladdin. Shadow Myth. Thank you. Austin says Aladdin. And where are we at?
2-2, isn't it? 2 for Aladdin, 2 for Wally.
Got three
for
Wally.
Yeah, 3 for Wally.
Oh, 3 for Wally. Okay.
We should have more than 3, but I guess not. Let's see. So Aladdin, Wally, Aladdin, Aladdin.
Okay, got another one for Aladdin. All right, so we're tied.
So we've got 4 to 4. Is that what it is?
It looks like it.
Okay, odd. So we have Aladdin. Again, let's do the count. We have Aladdin, Wally, Aladdin, Wally, Aladdin.
Aladdin's winning.
Yeah, 5-4.
Okay, so Aladdin's up 5 to 4.
By 1.
All right, that's for the championship.
Interesting. So Aladdin's up 5 to 4. I'll put 1 more minute on, and then we're gonna call it.
Dane's gonna come sneaking in at the last minute and change the game yet again.
Up with Wally. Give us Wally. Come on, brother. Give us Wally.
I'm out of costume changes. I need another costume.
Come on, brother Dane. Give me some Wally.
Just tell her to get her best Sunday dress.
Yeah. I'm wearing her church gown.
We're about to be tied, Dane. Once you say Wally, we will be tied.
Dane,
brother.
if you say Wally, it's tied. If you go Aladdin, it wins. This is it. This is the final round, so it depends on
This is the one time I'm encouraging Dane to just pick Aladdin.
No, brother. Give Wally a chance to go to the judges.
All right. I feel like we've been down this road, but let's do this. 10, 9,
8. All right, Dane.
6, 5. And this is the way it is sometimes. Sometimes it goes to the council all the time, the Legion of Doom, which is us. And it's going to us. Unless Dane doesn't count it. Dane doesn't count it. It's not going to go to us.
He did it. He gave it to
He
Wally.
did it. We're tied. Here we go.
Let's do this again.
It's happening.
Let me try to be very clear with you guys.
Mind you, I put this on backwards again by mistake, so I'm just laughing at the noise.
I'm a Wookiee guy. I don't know how to do this. There we go. Yeah, there we are. I'm a Wookiee. Frisky, you were too late, buddy.
Yeah, too late.
Too late. I'm sorry, my friend. So it is Aladdin versus Wally. Reza, what say you?
I say Aladdin because I feel like Muslim people should finally win something in this category for a change.
What do you say?
Professor Turner?
As much as I'm disappointed that this is the 2 movies in the finals, I got to go with Aladdin.
All right.
Professor Dr. Donald? Well, actually, no. I'll go first. Wally.
Well, it's over. I'm going Aladdin. So, sorry. Yeah. So, Frisky, you would have won anyway. Aladdin would have taken it. That's the way it is. Aladdin wins the ultimate battle of the animated films. It is Aladdin. Yes. Aladdin takes it, guys. Prince Ali, I'm not mad at this. I'm going to be real with you. I love Aladdin. I think, like I said, it's my 2nd favorite Disney film of all time. Couldn't be happier. I'm good. I'm good with this.
Yeah, I love the way this played out. I did not originally see Aladdin coming all the way to the championship, but me
neither.
Beautiful.
Speaking of
Reza, it's not over yet, though, brother.
It's not quite over.
I guess speaking of this round.
Speaking of champions, let's talk about Splattered Frog. You go to splatteredfrog.com, type in the coupon code SHORTBOX, save 20% off your order. You can get a wonderful hat like this, a nice trucker hat. You can put pins on this. I do it all the time. It's great. He has koozies.
Or you can get this type of hat.
He has pint-sized glasses. You can get a full back cotton hat too if you'd like. They're wonderful, guys. I highly recommend it. So check them out. You can also check out Half's Hot Sauce. Go to halfshotsauce.com. Type in the coupon code Donald Hiccups. Save 10% off on your order. They have some wonderful hot sauce. Trippy Pickles, one of my mom's favorites, as well as Sugar Rush Peach. I particularly love the Main Squeeze, which is a watermelon rhubarb, as well as more Cowbell, which is a mustard seed hot sauce. It's super spicy, but it's wonderfully, wonderfully tasting hot sauce. So check them out as well, halfshotsauce.com. So let's get started here. Kevin, what are our 4 finalists? We're just going to put them all together and you guys vote, and this will be the final winners of everything. And I hope you gave them to me.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
The previous champions, we had Uncle Buck.
Ooh.
I don't have that.
Yeah, you do. It's there.
Do I? Hang on.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have it. Hang on.
Check the folder. It's there.
Yeah, but I don't have it. Hang on. Give me a second. I'm sure it's there, but I thought that was something old and I didn't do anything with it. So I'm sorry. So let me put it in there.
You sound like the guy in front of the bomb and Kevin's the dude on the speaker talking to you through the headset. You're just like, I don't have it. Cut the wire. I don't have it. I don't have it.
There we
Cut
go.
the wire.
There we go. Sorry. Uncle Buck is in. There we go. Uncle Buck. Okay. Uncle Buck, best comedy of all time that we voted. You guys voted. Next.
Then we had the best action drama of all time. That was Lethal Weapon.
Got it.
And then last week we had the best sci-fi fantasy of all time. That was voted by the audience, and that was Princess Bride.
Oh, good choice.
The only one, in my opinion, that deserves to be there.
And then, of course, I gave Donald a special GOAT.
Yep. We'll put that up at the end there, Kevin. For everybody. Princess Bride's going in there. And then the final one is Aladdin. So I'm going to put that up. So here's the 4 films for you guys to vote for. This is the final winner. And then we're going to do the Wheel of Fun. If you were here till the end, we'll put your name in and you can be voted in to win a free prize. So stick with us, guys. I know it's a little late, but we're going to hurry. So a minute on the clock, cast your vote. Or starting now. We're not going to wait. So 1 minute is all you have to vote. We have Uncle Buck, we have Lethal Weapon, we have Princess Bride, and we have Aladdin. Cast your vote.
This is tough, because as much as I love Aladdin, I might love Princess Bride even more, to be honest.
You're a traitor, sir.
But it's
all right,
just,
guys,
Princess
cast your
Bride
vote.
is like,
cast your vote, please. Let's get moving.
It is honestly the great, fantasy story of our generation.
Okay, we've got 2 votes. All right. All right, I'm going to do these the best I can, okay? So give me a moment. Frank, let's see. Frank says Inconceivable. He's voting Princess Bride. Ultraman votes Aladdin. Stephanie votes Uncle Buck. Let's see. Hakeem votes Lethal Weapon.
I got 1 each.
It's a 4-way tie.
4-way tie. That's never happened before. Wow.
Ricky votes Princess Bride. Maria votes Princess Bride. Mom votes Uncle Buck. Dad votes Uncle Buck. Austin votes Aladdin. Dane votes Lethal Weapon. Hector votes Princess Bride. Dodgers votes Aladdin. Ultraman Magnus votes Enemy Mine. known that was coming. We should have known that was coming, but sometimes we don't know, but we should have known. Okay, so let me go over the votes again, guys. Help me with the count, okay? Reza, you'll do Uncle Buck. Chris, you'll do Princess Bride. Kevin, you'll do Aladdin. I'll do Lethal Weapon, okay?
Right.
Frank votes Princess Bride. Ultraman votes Aladdin. Frisky votes Aladdin. Frank, let's see, don't count that. Hakeem votes Lethal Weapon. Ricky votes Princess Bride. Maria votes Princess Bride. Mom votes Uncle Buck. Dad votes Uncle Buck. Steph votes Uncle Buck. Austin votes Aladdin. Dane votes Lethal Weapon. Hector votes Princess Bride. Dodgers votes Aladdin. And Scorch votes Uncle Buck. Hey, Frank. So what are we at number-wise?
I got 4 for Uncle Buck.
4 for Aladdin.
I got 4 for Princess Bride.
You have 4 for Aladdin, Kevin?
Yes, sir.
All right, and 2 for Lethal Weapon. So we have a 3-way tie between Uncle Buck, Princess Bride, and Aladdin.
Wow.
So Lethal Weapon has been eliminated.
I'm not surprised, though, that Lethal Weapon got the least votes of this group of movies.
Right, yeah. I mean, that kind of makes sense there, because this is really they're all kind of comedic and fun, and Lethal Weapon's kind of comedic in ways too, but it's more violent, I guess you could say. We got about 40 seconds left until we know. Otherwise, it's going to go to the council. The tie.
A three-way tie.
And I will be out of costumes again, but you know what? It's okay. I don't need a costume for this one. I don't need a costume chain. We can just do it as is. I already have my beanie on.
I'm just going to take my shirt off for this council.
Magazine Retriever votes Uncle Buck.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uncle Buck might be voted the best film of all time.
I knew we were going to get another Murder, She Wrote.
Wow.
Chris is going to lose his goddamn mind.
Wow.
And this is amazing.
This is unbelievable. This is disturbing.
This right here is living proof that you cannot trust the internet to ever do anything good.
Nope, you can't.
Dodgers votes Aladdin. There we go. We got a tie. Oh, thank you. Then I have my new costume.
We got
Mega
one.
Mouse Spike votes Uncle Buck. We got another Uncle Buck vote.
It's ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Uncle
you know
Buck
what?
Takes the lead again.
Professor Turner, you're right. This is ridiculous. We do have another Murder, She Wrote situation.
You know what it is? I think everyone just wants that giant pancake that John Candy was making.
It's the giant pancake. You're 100% correct. Yeah, everybody loves the giant pancake. I can't blame them. I think we're out of time on this, so...
This is disturbing.
Well, just to let you know, this is the costume I would have worn, okay? So there we go. I'll wear that for the end of the night. Uncle Buck takes it. It wins for the best film of all time. It beats out every single other film in existence ever made. Uncle Buck.
Donald.
Frank says Murder, She Wrote rocks. So there we go. That's what we're dealing with. Uncle Buck wins. Kevin, let's do the Wheel of Fun, and then let's get out of here.
All
right. Everybody that's still here in the comments in the chat, comment here so we know you're here. I'll write your name down, and we will add you to the Wheel of Fun, okay? Kevin's going to send me the picture of the winner, and then we're going to post it.
I really hope that one day in the future someone cites this in like an actual thesis of some kind when they're talking about the greatest movies in history. They're like, oh, Citizen Kane and this and that, but have you seen Uncle Buck? But just the joy of Uncle Buck. It's up there with the Shakespeares of our time.
Blasphemy.
It is blasphemy. I agree.
Like, there's three names you think of when you think of just utter genius. Stephen Hawking, Shakespeare, and Uncle Buck.
Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson, Dr. Michio Kaku, Einstein. Yeah.
Uncle Buck.
And Uncle Buck. Yep.
You got to end all of it with, and Uncle Buck. I agree with Hector. Uncle Buck deserves its own college course. The study of Buck. Or should we call it How to Uncle?
Maria, you made it halfway through, so that's fine. So let's add some names. Here we go. You correct me if I'm wrong, Kevin. Are you adding names as well?
Yes, sir.
So we have
Steph. I don't. Steph. Okay.
We have Steph. We have Scorch.
Mm-hmm.
Frank. We have Dane.
Yep, got Dane.
We have Ricky.
Ricky.
We have Mom. We have Dad.
Mm-hmm.
We have Austin.
Mm-hmm.
We have Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
We have Frisky.
Frisky.
Mm-hmm. We have Hector.
Hector, all right.
We have Ultraman.
Right.
And we have Maria.
All right.
Okay. And that's everybody that's counted, so that's what we're going with. So right. Go ahead and do the Wheel of Fun.
All right.
I want your mom to win.
You can't send me the text, Kevin, because my phone died. So I'm sorry. You'll have to show it on your phone.
Okay.
Just text it to yourself.
I want your mom to win because of how much you disappointed her with your vote against Up.
Right? Kevin actually text the vote to Chris, and Chris can show everybody the winner, or Reza, whoever wants to.
Okay, I will do that.
Oh, Hakeem is here. Did we add him?
Oh, that's right. All right. Let's add him.
Please do. Thank you, Hakeem.
It's funny. I remember Hakeem's sister won that one time, and the poor guy didn't win. So
right.
Yeah, we got to get him
make
in
sure
there.
He's added. All right, now let's do it.
All
when
right.
You're ready.
Yeah. All right, let's do this. And I'll send the text to Reza.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, let me take a picture. All right, I'm going to send the picture to Mr. Reza right now.
Okay. Ah, cool, Frank. You went to Kings Island today in Cincinnati. Very fun. I went there when I was 4 years old.
All right, Reza. Should begin at any second now.
All right. The second it comes through, I will pop it up.
Announce the winner.
Yeah.
And this is to be the one time that my phone starts running slow.
Reza, when you do hold it up since you have a fake background. Hold it up in front of you, in front of your chest like this, and then bring it forward with you. Okay.
Absolutely. Let me go ahead and give it the proper turn. And
you disappeared.
I totally just disappeared.
Dane, it looks like, right? D-A-N-E?
Yes.
D-A-Y-N-E, I believe.
That is
Dane,
correct.
wow. Dane, you win, buddy.
Yes.
Dane,
We got Dane on
win
there.
the mystery animated DVD Blu-ray. It's actually a Blu-ray, if I recall. You win the animated Blu-ray of our choosing, of the council's choosing. We will get together and decide what you get to win. And, geez, I'll just give it to you. Just come into the shop, and I'll give it to you as a prize.
Wow.
We'll do
Let's
do one more. We'll do one more.
You want to do another winner?
We'll do one more, but since this is the final championship tournament,
This is the final. Let's do it. Kevin's crazy. Let's do it. Another winner.
We're insane. Let's do this.
Not only has
Dane gotten everything he's wanted out of the show tonight, he even won the prize. Like, this is just his night.
Uncle Buck, the animated series.
That's right. Wasn't there?
I don't remember that. I remember Camp Candy, but I don't remember Uncle Buck.
I thought now that you mentioned it, I'm like, there
Professor
was
Turner,
an
I'm listening to you momentarily.
Okay, Chris, wait to see who wins. Actually, we had a few people drop out, so they might not even, if they don't respond, then they don't win. So respond that you won. Say thank you or yay or whatever or poop. I don't care, as long as we get a response out of you and we know you won. Because if you dropped out after that, then we know you were only here for that one prize, and sorry, you lose.
They had an Uncle Buck TV series, but it wasn't animated. It was actual series.
Okay.
Weird. Okay.
Now I'm definitely going to have to look that up.
All right.
Me too.
So I got the winner.
Uh-huh.
Winner is, you can't see it. It's not gonna. It's Dodgers.
Dodgers 818 wins.
Oh snap!
And he's right now in the Mountain Time Zone in Utah. Congratulations!
Great. Dane, I will have your Blu-ray in a couple weeks. I will text you and let you know when it arrives. I'm currently in Ohio, so obviously I can't give it to you right now. But a few other people that have won. Everybody that won, basically, we haven't sent anybody's prizes for this full battle. We're just kind of waiting to do it all at once.
We'll get it done. We're going
to get together. We're going to make our selections, and we're going to ship them to you or bring them in, and you can pick them up, however it works. I think Dodgers, Kevin will probably bring it to you, or you can come into the shop, We Can Be Heroes, and we'll give it to you there as well. I can do that also. So it just depends on who you see and when you see us. We can definitely get you your gifts because we know you guys are local. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Please, 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 if you haven't hit that like button, smash that like button. Let us know you appreciate tonight. Let us know you had a good time. Follow, subscribe. Also, if you could follow us on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, on Spreaker, on iHeartRadio, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We do drop different podcasts and different shorties on different platforms. YouTube, we have some shorties that come out all the time under Rumble Spoon Productions. Check us out there. We appreciate you very much. And thanks again to Reza. Thanks to Chris, Kevin, and thanks myself. I'm thinking myself. I'm going to think myself for being just so good. We love you all. We appreciate you being here. It's super late for me. I'm going to take a nap. So if we don't see you out and about anytime soon, perhaps we'll see you
at the brightly animated, adorable, cuddly, but always sweet comic book shop.
Bye, Alex. Thanks for popping back in. Chris shakes his head.